Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some History Maker baseball, all-time Boston Red Sox versus the all-time New York Yankees. A set I picked up recently. We're also testing out the new Elgato camera that I saw on Dave Gardner's channel. I picked up one. Let's see how it looks. Pedro Martinez takes on Ron Guidry. This is Pedro Martinez from 2000, Ron Guidry from 1978. Play ball from Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium's a grass stadium, plays small to both righties and lefties. There were no weather effects when we rolled for it. Pedro Martinez has a minor perk. He's a star this game. For the Yankees, the Red Sox are semi-harmonious. The Yankees are semi-dissonant. They have a major issue with a reserve outfielder, and when we rolled the dice to see who it was, that's the way I do it. Roger Maris is eager till further notice. He's not in the lineup anyway. For the Boston Red Sox, Tris Speaker's in center, followed by Dustin Pedroia at second base. Ted Williams bats third. He's the DH. The Beast, Jimmy Fox, double X, the cleanup hitter. He's the designated cold hitter when we rolled the dice to decide. He's at first, batting fourth. Jim Rice is in left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth at shortstop, Nomar Garcia-Parra. Batting seventh, playing third base, Mike Lowell. Doing the catching, the hot batter. Batting eighth, Carlton Fisk. Batting ninth in right field, Dwight Evans. For the New York Yankees all-time team, according to History Maker Baseball, Derek Jeter leads things off at short, followed by Joe DiMaggio in center. Babe Ruth bats third. He's in right field. The dice decided he's the cold batter for this game. Lou Gehrig plays first, bats cleanup. Mickey Mantle, designated hitter, bats fifth. Alex Rodriguez at third, bats sixth. Robinson Cano, wouldn't you know, bats seventh. He'll play second base. Keller is in left field. That's Charlie Keller in left field, bats eighth. Yogi Berra is the hot batter. He does the catching and will bat ninth. Pop's Review has joined us here at Yankee Stadium. And yes, we look forward to next Friday. We're going to try that at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll send you an email. Next Friday, we should have Pop's Review on, and the creator of The Squared Circle, S.T. Patrick, also writes the online game sim magazine. So here we go, a little History Maker baseball. Hopefully this camera is much better than the last one. Ron Guidry on the mound in 1978. Guidry, 25-3, struck out 248, walked 72, ERA 1.74. Tris Speaker from 1912, batted .383 with 10 homers. Here we go. Guidry to the left-hand batting Tris Speaker, lefty-lefty matchup. 2-2-6, no decider die. Guidry on the 2-2-6. Batter hit by pitch, see below. The decider die says no. So we move on. So it's an inside pitch. Guidry doesn't hit him on the 2-2-6. Cleanup batter, no. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Charlie Keller, as Speaker's not a strikeout guy, so out number one to left for Speaker. One down. That brings up Dustin Pedroia. It's his 2008 season. Batted .326 and 17 homers. Ted Williams on deck. I don't know if I'm going to keep flipping those cards because it messes up the deck. Here we go. Here's the pitch to Petey from Guidry. 1-2-5, no decider die. Guidry on the 1-2-5. He's not struggling. Is PD patient? PD is not patient. That's going to be a ground. Does he strike out? No. So it's a ground ball to third. A-Rod up with it. Throws to Lou Gehrig. 2 away. Scoring at home, 5-3. 2 outs quite quickly for Guidry against the all-time Red Sox. Well, Ted Williams, 1941. Say no more. 406 batting average. The pitch to Teddy Ballgame. Lefty-lefty matchup. Williams gets a 2-3-4 with a decider die. 2-3-4 from Guidry. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. Hot batter. No. Guidry. Low and away. Williams reaches for it. Pops up. Third base side. A-Rod will make the catch. 1-2-3 go the all-time Red Sox. So Guidry with a nice inning there. Kept the Red Sox batters off balance. Pedro Martinez will now come out to the mound. Let's see what... Pedro, to me, was must-see TV when he pitched. Even when he came back with the Phillies and I had the MLB package for that half season and he helped them to the World Series. I just love Pedro Martinez. Derek Jeter, 1999 season. You know what? I think we're just going to do it this way real quick. Derek Jeter, 1999 season, 349 batting average, 24 homers. Joe DiMaggio, 1939, 381, 30 homers. Babe Ruth, 1923, 393, 41 homers. Lou Gehrig, 1927. 373, 47 homers. Mickey Mantle, 1956. I think he won the MVP that year. There's a typo here. You see how it says 1939. He batted 353, 52 homers. Alex Rodriguez, 2007, 314 batting average, 54 homers. Robinson Cano, wouldn't you know, as they said, or something like that. 313, 33 homers. You forget how good he was. Charlie Keller, 1941. Yankees won the World Series that year. 298, 33 homers. Yogi Berra, 1954. 307, 22 homers. That worked out much better than flipping them constantly. All right, so here we go. Jeter to lead off things. Against Pedro Martinez, Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Derek Jeter. That's going to be a 5-6-6. Oh, boy. What will Jeter do when he swings the stick on the 5-6-6? 5-6-6. Wild. No. Good eye. Does Jeter have a good eye? No. Swing and a miss. He chased high and tight. That's a strikeout. So Pedro, excuse me, strikes out Jeter. The next batter, Joe DiMaggio, will go off the blue chart, so it's a right now mini chart for Joe DiMaggio. Red and blue die. That's a 34 with a decider die. Joe DiMaggio, right now chart, 34. Batter cold. Well, it's his first at-bat, so he's not cold. He's neutral. He's going to fly out to right field. Dwight Evans makes the catch. So how that went on the 34. He's not cold, so it's not a weak dribbler to the pitcher. And then it would have been 2 outs there, where he would have grounded out. The next batter popped out. Seeing that he's not cold, he flies out to Evans. 2 down. Pedro Martinez looking to have a 1-2-3 inning. The number 3 batter, the designated cold batter by the Dice Gods, Babe Ruth. Wake up the Bambino, Pedro says. Here's the pitch to George Herman, Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT. That's going to be a 2-3-4 for Mr. Ruth. Does it close the door on the Bambino? 2-3-4 from Pedro Martinez. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No hot batter. No. Jams him. Popped up. Third base side. Mike Lowell makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. So a quick inning for Pedro and the all-time Red Sox. Both pitchers will be fresh unless circumstances dictate otherwise until the 5th inning because their years were just outstanding. And that's what I'm calling it. 5th inning, they're fresh. Then they'll be semi-fresh. Again, circumstances determining. Obviously, if they get racked, they're not going to be fresh. Guidry will now face Fox, Rice, and Garcia-Parra. Let's quickly go through what we did for the Yankees. Jimmy Fox, 1938, 349, 50 homers. Jim Ed Rice, 1978, he was the MVP, 315, 46 homers. Nomar Garcia-Parra, 2000, 372, 21 homers. Excuse me. Mike Lowell, 2007, 324, 21 homers. He was the backbone of that team. Carlton Fisk, 1977, 315, 26 home runs. I think that's the only year he hit over 300 for the Red Sox, I think. Dwight Evans, 1981, 296, 22 homers. We already went through the top 3 batters. Speaker, Pedroia, and Ted Williams. So Jimmy Fox is ready to do battle against Louisiana Lightning. Here's the pitch to Double X, the Beast, Jimmy Fox. 4-6-6 with a decider die to Jimmy Fox. What does the Beast do with a 4-6-6? Guidry a control pitcher. Yes, he is. But it is a single to left. Good job by Jimmy Fox. Takes the inside pitch, singles to left. Fox at first. Is this camera more clearer? Is it a sharper picture? God, I hope so. It's the 3rd camera I'm trying. Fox at first. He's a semi-stoic runner. Here's Jim Ed Rice. Guidry looking for the double play. Guidry to Rice. Rice hoping to make it nice. 1-2-6. 1-2-6 on the ground. It's a double play. I already know that. 1-2-6 fresh. Line shot to second. Cano makes the lunging catch. Quickly getting back to first is Jimmy Fox, because Guidry is definitely fresh still. So a nice play by Robinson Cano, don't you know? One out, one on for Nomar Garcia-Parra. Garcia-Parra digs in. Berra sets the target. Pitch homeward bound from Guidry to Nomar. 2-5-6 with a decider die. 2-5-6. Guidry is not struggling. Is Nomar a champion? Yes, he is. He will walk. Champion or patient. Decider die says he's a champion, so Nomar draws a walk. They'll send Fox to second. Nomar at first via the free pass. 1 out, 2 on. Red Sox have something brewing here. Right-hand batting third baseman Mike Lowell steps to the plate. Pops reviews here. Brian Hoxie's here. And Captain Carl 8. How does the camera look? If you don't mind some feedback. Thank you. Berra goes through the signs. Guidry nods his head. Louisiana Lightning deals to Mike Lowell. 2-5-5 with the decider die. 2-5-5. That's a strikeout. Guidry. Oh, no. Guidry's not a star. My faux pas. Is Mike Lowell a home run king? No, he is not. That's a fly ball to left field. Making the catch is Charlie Keller. So Guidry is not a star. I just assumed he's a star. He's a star in my eyes. Lowell flies out to Keller. 2 outs, 2 on for the Red Sox. But I mean, is the camera sharp? Thank you, Captain Carl and D. Scott Howard. Again, this is my 3rd camera I've gone through. The phone has been the best one, but to live stream on the phone's a pain. But we'll have to try that if this doesn't work. The pitch to Pudge, 2 outs, 2 on, designated hot batter. 2-3-6. Will Pudge pick up some sticks? 2-3-6. That's a ground out. Back to the pitcher. He has control. Inning over. So that goes 1-3. A hard hit ball to Guidry. Fields his position well. Red Sox strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score here at Yankee Stadium between the all-time Boston Red Sox and the all-time New York Yankees. Thank you very much for your feedback. D. Scott Howard, Brian Hoxie, and Captain Carl 8. Bobby. I do like History Maker Baseball. I tell you, when you... Again, the Strat cards are much bigger, so I think you see these pretty good, right? And that's in the... I use these plastic bags. I got rid of my rubber bands. I still got to put everything in plastic bags. Our umpires, I forgot to tell you, behind the plate, Art Franz, he's respected. First base, Lee Belafont, semi-strict, semi-respected. Second base, a lenient ump, Jim Hanochik. Third base, Dick Stello, strict, semi-questionable. So those are the umpires. Slightly blurry, but I've seen worse. It's slightly blurry? Oh, that's not good. Well, we'll just have to check it out after. I hope it's not slightly blurry. Again, make sure you have it on the high def setting what you're watching on, but it could be. I don't know. That's why I'm trying it out. Thank you for your feedback, everyone. All right, so it's going to be Guidry, Mantle, Rodriguez to face Martinez. Martinez sent the Yankees down 1-2-3. The pitch to the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. 2-4-5. No decider die. 2-4-5. Pedro is definitely an ace. That's a fly ball to center field. Trish Speaker will run it down. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Mickey Mantle steps to the plate. The Mick, he's the DH. Martinez to Mantle. 2-3-4, no decider die. 2-3-4, runners on base, no. Hot batter, no. Jams the Mick. Switch hitter, pops it up, left side. Lowell calls off Garcia Parra. 2 away. So that's a pop out. Second pop out for Mike Lowell as he makes the catch. Base is empty. 2 outs for A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez. Martinez has battled Rodriguez many a time. The pitch homeward bound to A-Rod. 2-4-6 with the decider die. 2-4-6. Control. Pedro has control. 1 hopper back to Martinez. He smiles at A-Rod. Tosses to the beast, Jimmy Fox. The side is retired. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. We go to the top of the 3rd. No score here at Yankee Stadium. All-time Red Sox, all-time Yankees. History Maker Baseball. Yeah, the cards are small. I know. I had the camera lower, but it doesn't pick up. I couldn't get everything in that I wanted. So I'm just trying different camera setups. Thank you for the feedback, of course. Like I said, you should be able to see I know it's in the plastic bag, but you should see these much better. Oh. Yep, Lowell's the righty against the lefty. Boggs is on the team, but I went with Mike Lowell. And again, the way I play the all-time great teams, I bought the first set of 8 teams. I just switch out 9 guys the next game. So it's always a different 9 guys. Guidry back up on the bump. He's only given up 1 hit to the beast, Jimmy Fox. He'll face Dwight Evans, then the top of the order. Dewey digs in to do battle with Louisiana Lightning. The Gator, homeward bound with the pitch. 2-4-5 from Louisiana Lightning. 2-4-5. Is Evans a hero? Yes, he is. That's going to be a single to left. As there's nothing for the pitcher. Second hit. Given up by Guidry. Evans is a semi-stoic runner. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike's joined us. Sports Time Machine. Check out that wonderful channel. Let's push this up a little bit. Trish Speaker's 0 for 1. Barra sets a target. The pitch to Trish Speaker. 3-4-6. 3-4-6. Yes, I'm going to say it. Pick up some sticks. 3-4-6. Eager. Is Trish Speaker eager? No. He will walk. Is he active? Yes, but Evans is in front of him, and Evans is definitely not active, so he will not steal the base, obviously. Evans moves to second. There are no outs here in the top of the third for the Red Sox. And they have 2 on, a single and a walk. Dustin Pedroia steps to the plate, grounded to third. Pedroia, so that was a 3-4-6. Pedroia is going to go to the purple chart, which is team chemistry. The Red Sox are semi-harmonious. Here's the pitch to Petey. They will not be harmonious. The decider die says no. 23 to Pedroia. Pitching team harmony. No, they're not. The pitching team is not harmony. And that's another walk. Oh, Guidry struggling here. A single to Evans, a walk to Speaker, and now a walk to Pedroia. The bases are juiced, no outs. And he's going to be a semi-struggler now. So Guidry, a semi-struggler. Let me just double-check that. 3 consecutive on, and then once you get an out, it goes back to normal. So Guidry is struggling. He is a semi-struggler. And the always dangerous, the splendid splinter, Ted Williams steps to the plate. No place to put Teddy. Dave Gardner, how you doing, my friend? Dave introduced me to the Elgato. Does the camera look good? I know I keep asking, but it's a 3rd freaking camera I've bought. They're going to play for 2. They're not going to play the infield. And here's the pitch to Williams from Guidry. 2-3-6. Won't be a double play unless it's a line out to second. But then the decider die says no. So that's a 2-3-6 to Ted Williams from Ron Guidry. 2-3-6. Wow. Guidry does not have double control. If he had, is he dynamic? No. So if he had double control or dynamic, there'd be 2 consecutive outs. Instead, there'll only be 1 out. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. So we have the bases loaded. The ground ball goes to the pitcher. Bases are loaded. They're playing normal. Fielder's choice on the 2 and the 3 roll for the first die. So you can see it's a 2, and it says bases loaded, fielder's choice. Runner on third scores. It's not really a fielder's choice. A fielder's choice would have been, well, runner on third scores. I wouldn't have worded it that way. See, then 4, 5, and 6. Out at first, runner advances. Fielder's choice, runner on third scores. So do they go to second with that? It's a little confused. The run scores. To me, the fielder's choice would have been you went home. You know? I'm going to say the run doesn't score. That doesn't make sense to me. The ball is hit to the pitcher. It says fielder's choice, runner on third scores. But the ball's hit to the pitcher. There's no way in hell the runner's going to score. Well, I guess he could score. Say if he bobbles it or something. All right, he scores. That's what it says. So Evans scores. Williams is out 1-3. He does get a ribby. 1-0 Boston. Speaker to third. Pedroia to second. The Red Sox are up 1-0. 1 out. Second and third for the Beast, Jimmy Fox. He singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to Double X, Jimmy Fox. 2-3-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-3-6. Second and third. Again, they're playing for the out. So second and third. Out at first, runners advance. Runner on third scores. This time the run's not scoring on that. I'm not going to let that run score because that, again, out at first, runners advance. I'm going to say no to that. Again, the base is loaded, okay, I'll give it because the runners are all going. Ball hit back to the mound on that. Runners stay put second and third. Fox is out 1-3. So Guidry getting a workout on the mound. Fox couldn't come through there. Oh, Brian says go. That's what I thought. He's trying for the double play. All right, I'll do that next time. Thank you, Brian. Yeah. That would make sense. They're trying to turn 2. I'll play it that way next time. Thank you, Brian. And in the last one, the ball's hit back to the pitcher. There's no way they're sending the runner from freaking third there. So 1-0 Red Sox. Second and third. Jim had Rice up. So next time I know, because if you heard me, I was saying that fielder's choice to me would go home, but yeah, like they turn 2. They're trying to turn 2 and they don't because it says runner on third scores. On the one where I've decided not to let the runner on third go is because the ball's hit to the pitcher with 1 out. They're not going to send the guy in a suicide. That's just my opinion. The Red Sox wouldn't do that. Here's the pitch to Jim Ed Rice. 1-0, 2 outs, second and third. 1-2-6. Guidry might wiggle out of it. 1-2-6. Is Guidry fresh? He's still fresh. Line shot right at Cano. Side retired. So Rice hits it on the screws. But Robinson Cano, wouldn't you know, is right there. The Red Sox do plate 1 on the ground out by Williams. 1-0 Boston as we head to the bottom of the third. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Sometimes with any game, what makes sense? What makes sense? So the Red Sox break off to the wild side first. 1-0 Boston. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. Cano, Keller, Berra. They have yet to get a hit off Mr. Pedro Martinez. Yeah. Captain Carl says, ground balls to pitcher, third, or first base. I hold the runner at third, if not forced. So I played one thing, not quite sure, but the Red Sox only got 1 run. They still would have got the run. I was thinking about, it must be they're trying to get 2. But I'll remember. Thank you, Brian, for your help. And everyone else. Here comes Pedro Martinez. So far through 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down for Pedro. The pitch to Robinson Cano, don't you know? 2-3-5 with a decider die from Pedro Martinez. 2-3-5. He's not wild. Is Cano eager? No. He will ground out to second. They have that little time clock, which I think is one of those little, let me just look at the little time clock. Patient batter draws a walk. He's not patient. So Cano grounds out to his counterpart, Dustin Pedroia, scoring at home 4-3, 1 out. This is really a fun game. It took me a while. I have notes. If you think I'm joking, I have notes. That's how much I like this game. I want to play it properly. And again, I don't always use some of the little nooks and cranny rules exactly right. But I do it to the best of my ability and have fun. Charlie Keller to the plate. Fisk wiggles the fingers. Pedro quickly nods his head. The delivery to Keller. 4-5-5, no decider die for Charlie Keller. 4-5-5, flash. Pedro definitely has flash. That's a strikeout unless Keller has a good eye, and that would be like a ground out or something, but Keller doesn't. So Pedro, great movement on that breaking pitch, picks up strikeout number 2. Keller goes back to the bench muttering to himself. 2 outs, base is empty, number 9 batter, Yogi Berra. It's deja vu all over again. The pitch to Berra from Martinez, 2-4-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-4-6. Control. Yes, he does. Ground ball to Martinez. Martinez smiles at Berra. Tosses to Fox at first. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. 9 up, 9 down. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0. All-time Red Sox here at Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, over the all-time New York Yankees. History maker baseball style. I picked up some World Series sets. I'm psyched about that. We'll have that on the channel. Of course, we have some Strat coming up also. Glory Days Boxing. Louisville, Kentucky heavyweight champion tournament with the 4 champions from Louisville, Kentucky for our good friend, Mr. Andrew Rothman. That would be Ali, Ellis, Page, and Hart. So here's Nomar Garciaparra. He walked his first time up, 1-0, top of the 4th. Red Sox in the lead. Guidry to Garciaparra. No decider dying. We got a 2-2-5. 2-2-5. Will Nomar stay alive? Is Guidry a star? No. Slugger or sad sack? Nomar is a slugger. Shallow fly ball to right unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer, so he doesn't strike out. Coming in to make the catch is the Bambino. Nomar flies out to the Sultan of Swat. 1 down, top of 4. 1-0 Red Sox. Mike Lowell steps to the plate. Lowell flew out to Charlie Keller. Here's the pitch to Lowell. 1-2-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1, a 2, a 3. Both flash and fresh. Absolutely. Swing and a miss. Blows the fastball past Lowell. Excellent movement. That's the first K for Louisiana Lightning. 2 down. Carlton Fisk steps to the plate. Let's move this up slightly more and do that there. Fisk 0 for 1. Grounded to Guidry. The pitch to Pudge from the Gator. 2-3-4 from Louisiana Lightning. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. Hot batter. Yes, Fisk is the hot batter. It's a shot to the fence. So we have to go to the fence chart. Fisk, the designated hot batter. Red Sox fan has to figure out where the fence chart is. I found it. It's right here, the fence chart. We roll 1 die and the decider die. Let's roll the black one. It's a 6. So a 6. Fisk is neither champion, home run king, or whiffer now because these all semi-qualities and the decider die came up new. So that's a 6. Slugger, no. Home run king, no. Other, it's gone. It is gone! A solo shot right there. Home run, Carlton Fisk. 2-0 Red Sox. Fisk sends it out to left. Keller watched. and waved bye-bye. So the hot batter comes into play. Doesn't always come into play, the hot or cold. 2-0 Boston. That was a clutch 2-out hit for Pudge. Here in the top of the fourth, every run for Pedro could be a nail in the opposing team's coffin. And the opposing team are the all-time New York Yankees, so they're never out of it. Evans singled and scored on the ground out with the bases loaded by Ted Williams. The pitch to Dewey. Gator trying to regroup here. 1-4-5 to Dwight Evans. 1-4-5. Still finding my way around the book. So a 1-4-5 to Dewey. Struggler, no. That's going to be a ground ball to third. A-Rod throws to Gehrig, side retired. Evans now 1 for 2. Scoring at home, that goes 4-3. I'm sorry, 5-3. Red Sox plate 1 on the homer. A solo shot by Carlton Fisk, the Red Sox catcher. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Due up for the Yankees will be the top of the order. Jeter, DiMaggio, Ruth. Martinez, 9 up, 9 down. Pedro is a dealing, as they say. Let's put Pedro there. So far, the umpires have not come into play. They don't always come into play. MV, our good friend Patrick, a.k.a. Mouse in the House. Check out his wonderful YouTube channel and subscribe. Lots of action PC baseball there. Good to see you, MV. Our friend from across the pond. D. Scott Howard says, I like how things like the hot batter or umpires don't... Yeah, me too. They don't always come into play. So, I mean, last game I played between these two teams, and again, I basically repeated the same lineups because I wanted to test out the camera, so it's a rematch of everything. First time they played, the Yankees won 2-1 in the 10th. I sent DiMaggio because the decider die said he was a neutral runner, and Ruth doubled. And I played a little different. I don't know if it's exact, but I decided with the decider die he was able to go, and he beat the throw to the plate, and they won 2-1 in the 10th. So I'm playing the same exact lineups, everything over again, and you can see it's 2-0 Red Sox now. All right, here's Jeter. He struck out against Martinez. The pitch to Derek Jeter. 1-4-4 with the decider die. 1-4-4. That's a strikeout because Mr. Martinez has flash. It doesn't matter. Jeter, does he have a good eye? It's still an out, but he does not have the good eye, the glass quality. I believe the good eye, and I like to look this stuff up so I can remember it. The glasses. Oh, maybe that's an umpire thing. Oh, look, yes, it is an umpire thing. Questionable or strict umpire calls strike 3. Others, umpire calls ball 4. Oh, wow. So a questionable... Oh, I'm sorry. We rolled a 1-4-4. Questionable or lenient umpire calls ball 4. 1-4-4. Can you see that? Other umpires call strike 3. The home plate ump is respected. That's strike 3. Jeter goes down via the K. So they have it 2 different ways. If you roll a 1-2-5 or 1-4-4, we rolled a 1-4-4, so it's a strikeout with the way the umpires are set up. 1 out. 3rd strikeout for Martinez. Mark Jones, how you doing? Hope all is well. The pitcher, Joe DiMaggio, he flew out to Evans in right. 1-3-6. You know what I'm going to say? Pick up some sticks on 1-3-6. 1-3-6. That's a strikeout. Unless DiMaggio has a good eye. He does have a good eye. So I believe that's a ground out. DiMaggio grounds out to Garcia Parra. If a runner was on, he would advance. So DiMaggio avoids the strikeout. Grounds out 6-3. I just picked an infielder. 2 outs. So far, no Yankee has reached base. George Herman Babe Ruth popped out to Lowell. Martinez Said, wake up the damn Bambino. Well, the Bambino's here. He won the first skirmish. Will he win the second? The pitch to George Herman, Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT, 2-5-5. Will Ruth stay alive on 2-5-5? 2-5-5. Is Martinez a star? He's a star anyway, and he actually got the minor trait of a star for the game. He strikes out the Bambino on a breaking pitch. It goes to the... Does he have a good eye? He does not. He does not have a good eye. Ruth, and the semi-traits are all full qualities with the decider die. Hero, champion, slugger, home run king, patient, and whiffer. And he whiffs this time. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Pedro struck out 4. 12 up, 12 down. We go to the top of the fifth. 2-0 all-time Red Sox. So Martinez, who was a tough luck loser in our first game we played, testing out the set, I decided let's play a rematch and test out the camera. And again, I determine the pitchers. I have them fresh for 5 innings, both pitchers, because 1.74 ERA. 1.74 ERA. To me, they're going to be fresh for 5 innings. And then semi-fresh. So here's Guidry. Hope all is well, Mark Jones. Guidry has to keep it a 2-run deficit here. He gave up a run on the ground out to Williams when Evans scored, and then a homer to Fisk. Top of 5. Guidry to face the top of the Red Sox order. Speaker, Pedroia, Ted Williams. The pitch to Trish Speaker. 4-4-5 to Trish Speaker. Will it be some jive on 4-4-5? 4-4-5, Workman. Well, no, Guidry's not a workman. Patient. Speaker's not patient. He'll ground to first. Gehrig will take it to the bag himself. Speaker is retired. He's now he's 0 for 2 with a walk. So that's a ground out 3. 1 out. Dustin Pedroia steps to the plate. Petey. He's walked and grounded to third. The pitch to Pedroia. The Gator. 1-4-5 from Louisiana Lightning. 1-4-5. He's not struggling. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Rodriguez throws to Gehrig. 2 away. Petey, second time he's ground out to A-Rod. Base is empty for Ted Williams. Williams 0 for 2 with a ribby on the ground out with the bases loaded. Barrett goes through the signs. Guidry nods his head. The pitch to the splendid Splinter. 3-3-5 to Ted Williams. 3-3-5. Wild, no. Sad sack, no. That's a single to right field. Ted Williams is a semi-stoic runner, so he will steal second base. A stoic runner holds, but he's semi-stoic, so the decide or die... Oh, I'm sorry, he is stoic. I faux pas that. He stays at first. He is stoic. The decide or die says he's stoic. Had it been no bullet, he would steal second. My faux pas. So Williams singles with 2 outs. That'll bring up the beast, Jimmy Fox, designated cold batter. Fox is singled and grounded to first. The pitch to Double X, Jimmy Fox, 2-4-5 to Mr. Fox from Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. 2-4-5. Hero. Is Jimmy Fox a hero? No, he is not. He's going to pop out to second. Side retired. As Cano makes the catch on the outfield grass. The next batter will go off the red chart, so I got to mark that down. Fox pops out to Cano. Guidry does his J.O.B., does not give up any runs, but the Yankees still down 2-0. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Jim Rice will be off the red chart. I'm just going to jot that down. And the at bat. I carry that over. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do. Pedro Martinez, 4 perfect innings so far. Martinez with 4 strikeouts. He'll face Gehrig, Mantle, and Alex Rodriguez. The pitch to Lou Gehrig from Pedro Martinez, 1-3-5, no decider dive. 1-3-5. Unusual result. Okay, unusual result. I have my notes for this. That's an umpire thing. 1-3-5. Memorable plays, Bach and bogeys. All right, 1-3-5. The red die is a 1, which it is. 1-3-5. Okay. I believe that confused me the first couple of times. The first time really I played. I didn't know what the hell that meant. Okay, so 1-3-5. Memorable plays. Rare events. Here we go. 1 black 5. No, that's not it. 1 black 3, 1 black 5. Oh, this is it. It says black 5 though. Black 3. So black 3 and black 5 we go here. All right. So we re-roll. We're going to re-roll. It's going to be a 36 with a decider die. 36. 1 hopper through shortstop. Wild throw on attempt to get lead runner. There is no lead runner. Batter safe at second on a 2-base error. That doesn't come into effect. So that's a 36. 1 hopper through shortstop. I think it should be 2 short. Wild throw on attempt to get lead runner. Batter safe at second. Oh, batter safe at second. 2-base error. So that's an error on... That's going to be an error on Nomar Garciaparra. Gehrig reaches on the E6. 2-base error. So there goes the perfect game. Gehrig's at second. No outs. Mickey Mantle could tie the game with 1 swat of the stick. Hello, Joseph Hinkle. Hope all is well. The pitch to Mickey Mantle, 2-4-6. We got a lot of 2-4-6 today. Oh, shoot. Here's it. Memorable plays in the field. Red 1. Black 3. Oh, I probably should have went off this. 36. Right fielder gold. Oh, I should have went off this. Right fielder gold. Yep, he makes the diving catch. So we got to... Okay. So we had on the prior... And let me just write down Mantle. 2-4-6. All right, on the prior one, that's where I got a little confused. We had a red 1. We had a black 3. And we had a blue 5. All right. Once I find the freaking 5. There we go. So we should have looked at this chart. Then we rolled a 36. Evans is gold. So Evans makes the diving catch, robbing Lou Gehrig of a double. The perfect game is still intact. Let's fix that. So that's a great catch by Evans and Wright. 1 out. Then we rolled for Mickey Mantle. And we rolled a 2-4-6. I don't remember how it was. 2, 4, 6. See, sometimes those little rules there mess me up because they don't happen a lot, even though I have my notes. And you see I have a black 3, and I do have memorable plays. And then if it's a 5, box and bogeys. So I, by accident, went, well, it must be this one. And I went box and bogeys. When I should have went, obviously we just corrected it because we had the black 3. It's a great catch by Evans and Wright. All right, so now Mickey Mantle, still a perfect game for Pedro. We have some excitement going. Some intrigue. 2, 4, 6 for Mickey Mantle. 2, 4, 6. He's going to ground out to Martinez. Martinez has double control. Martinez, another ground ball to Pedro. He's fielded his position well. He tosses to Fox. And that's 2 down. Oh, shoot. That's over here. 2 down. And we should go here. 6th inning. All right. That brings up Alex Rodriguez. The pitch to A-Rod. 3s across the board. That sounds scary. Utility or sad sack? Nope. There goes your no-hitter. Is he utility or sad sack? He's a great player. That's a triple to the gap. And there's 3 stars. So this could... Is he a home run king? Yes, he is. That ball is going, gone. Alex Rodriguez breaks up the perfect game, shutout, and no-hitter all in one mighty swat. So on the 3-3-3, what will it be? We shall see. It says triple to the gap, but there's 3 stars. You then go... See the 3 stars? Home run king. Hits a home run. Well, Alex Rodriguez is a home run king. It's 2-1. Yankees cut the lead in half. Martinez challenging with the fastball. Really didn't move too much. A-Rod took it. Bye-bye birdie. Bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball, and A-Rod touches them all to the joy and jocularity of Yankee fans here in the Bronx. It's 2-1, bottom of the 5th. The pitch to Robinson Cano. Can Pedro regroup on the 1-2-3? That's an out. 1, 2, 3, swing a... Oh! Both flash and fresh. Yes. Pedro gets his revenge against Cano. But the Yankees get on the board with the solo shot by Alex Rodriguez. We had some wild stuff going on that inning. It's 2-1. We go to the top of the 6th. Both pitchers are semi-fresh now. Wild, wacky stuff. Shaping up very much like the first game we played with these same exact lineups and pitchers offline to get a hang of the game again. I hadn't played in a while, so it's a rematch. The Yankees won that 2-1 in 10. For the Red Sox, it'll be Rice, Garcia, Parra, and Lowell trying to get that run back and more. Guidry needs to put up a goose egg. The pitch to Jim Ed Rice. Rice looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2. 2 lineouts to Cano. 3-3-6 to Jim Ed. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. Guidry's an ace. That's a fly. Oh, you know what? I'm not... It's okay. I was supposed to go red chart. So you know what? He flies out to center. The next batter goes red chart. Out of curiosity, what's a 36 on the red chart? Just curious. Red chart. Player experience 36. Prospect pitcher, no. He would have flew out to left, so he flies out to left. We'll do that. Flies out to Keller. As I just went red, blue dye. That's what I do. He's not a prospect, Guidry, so. 1 out. Those are the little things. Sometimes I find them fun, but sometimes I forget. But we can correct it. It's easy enough. The pitch to Nomar Garciaparra. He's walked and flown out to Ruth in right. So we have a 2-3-6 to Nomar. 2-3-6 to Nomar Garciaparra. That's going to be... Does he have control? He doesn't have double control, or been 2 consecutive outs. Inning would have been over. It's a ground ball to the Gator. The Gator tosses to Gehrig at first, 2 away. A lot of ground balls back to the pitcher in this game. 2 outs, top of the 6th, 2-1 all-time Red Sox. Base is empty for Mike Lowell. Lowell is 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. Berra sets the target. The pitch to Mike Lowell. 2-3-5 to Mike Lowell with the decider dive. 2-3-5. Guidry's not wild. Is Lowell eager? No, he's not. He's going to chop it to second base. We got the hourglass. Let's look at that hourglass. Patient batter draws a walk. He doesn't. Grounds out to Cano. Side is retired. Lowell is now 0 for 3. Bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Red Sox. Pedro's semi-fresh now. Do any of you guys who play this, excuse me, do you have homebrew rules if the pitcher hasn't given up like a run or something? Do you keep them fresh? I'm just curious. I think there's something in the book about that, optional stuff, but I'm going to take a sip of water. Our good friend Legend Sports Universe has joined us. Check out that wonderful channel. Again, testing out the camera. Excuse me. Here is Charlie Keller. He'll be followed by Bear, the top of the order, Derek Jeter. Keller, 0 for 2, a strikeout. Actually, he's 0 for 1, excuse me. Struck out. The pitch to Charlie Keller, 1-1-3. 1-1-3. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Martinez is an ace. Fielding it is Fox. He'll flip to Pedro. Scoring at home 3-1. 1 out. Number 9 batter, the hot batter, Yogi Berra. 0 for 1 with a ground out. The pitch to Berra from Martinez. 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Patient. Hell, you know Yogi's not patient. He's going to ground out to third. He's not a whiffer. So Lowell backhands it. Throws across the diamond to the beast. Double X Jimmy Fox. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the order. Derek Jeter has struck out twice against Pedro Martinez. Martinez nods his head. Fisk sets the target. He rocks and deals to Derek Jeter. 1-3-3. No decider die. What will it be? 1-3-3. Slugger. Is Jeter a slugger? Yes, he is. That ball is hit high and deep to center. Yankee fans rise to their feet. It is gone. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. That ball is out of here. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Boom goes the ball. Derek Jeter touches them all. And we're knotted at 2 apiece. So Martinez, pitching beautifully, has only given up 2 hits. Both solo shots, one by Alex Rodriguez. And now Derek Jeter. It's 2-2. How do you do? A home run by Jeter. Again, Pedro looked to finish him off with a fastball. But Jeter got him. Here's Jolton Joe DiMaggio 0 for 2. Can he give the Yankees the lead? 2-3-6, no decide or die. 2-3-6. One hopper to Pedro. Pedro tosses to first. Side retired, but another home run given up by Mr. Martinez. We go to the top of the 7th. Knotted at 2. Wow. Excitement here in the Bronx. Martinez has given up 2 hits, both homers. For the Red Sox in the top of the 7th, Fisk, who homered in his last at-bat, then Evans, then we go to the top of the order, Trish Speaker. And we have wonderful bullpens, obviously. I'm going to try to get Guidry and Martinez into the 8th. I don't think they would yank them. But we have great bullpens for both these teams. Brian Hoxie says, I play no runs given up through 6, semi-fresh in the 7th and 8th, unless they give up a run. If still had a shutout through 8, decide or die, yes, they stay semi-fresh for the 9th. Well, aren't they semi-fresh for the rest of the game unless something happens or something like that? Again, some of the rules I play them to the best of my ability, so this is definitely not a tutorial. I get most of the rules right. We've corrected ourselves a couple of times when I found myself with an error. Here's the pitch to Pudge from Guidry. 1-3-3. 1-3-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 1-3-3. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, he's not a slugger. Deep fly ball to left. Keller at the track. Makes the catch. So he's a champion, home run king whiffer, not a slugger. Had he been a slugger, it would have been a home run. The Red Sox would have retook the lead. Instead, it's a deep fly out that Keller tracks down in front of the wall. 1 down. Hello, Noble Percy. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Testing out the new Elgato camera. I'd like to thank Dave Gardner for that. I hope it is a better visual. This is my 3rd camera I've gone through. Well, 4th. I've used my phone for recordings, and that works out beautifully, but I don't like recording. It takes too long, and YouTube's been weird lately. The chats aren't recorded right away. The HD's not recorded right away. It takes like almost a whole day now, even when you stream live. So that's bizarre to me. 1 out for Dwight Evans. Evans 1 for 2. The pitch to Dewey from the Gator. 3-5-6. 3-5-6. 3-5-6. Same. No. Lefty righty. Utility or sad sack. No. It's a single. Past the dive of Alex Rodriguez. So it goes into left. Evans now 2 for 3. Second single. He's also scored a run on the ground out by Ted Williams back in the 3rd inning when the base is reduced. Trish Speaker 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch to Speaker. 4-6-6 with a decider die. This might favor Speaker. 4-6-6 control. Yes, but Speaker takes the ball on the outside corner and slaps it to left. All right, let's see what happens here. Runners advance 1 base on groundouts. Runner advances, blah, blah, blah. Runner advances 2 bags on a single. Wow. On the ball slapped to left. Runner advances 2 bases on a single, scores on a double. See note if stoic runner on first. Okay, so Evans is a semi-stoic runner. The decider dice is stoic, so he's not going anywhere. Stops at second. First and second. Speaker picks up his first hit. Nice piece of hitting by Tris Speaker. First and second, 1 out. And I think that's going to be it. That is going to be it for Guidry. Do they want to go to Gossage? He's pitched 6 1/3 inning. Gossage would be fresh coming in. Then do we want to go pinch hitter here? Petey's grounded out twice, walked. They're going to go to... they're going to keep Guidry in. They're going to keep Guidry in. Oh, they're going to keep Guidry in. They're going to keep Guidry in. I can't do it. I can't take Guidry out. The pitch to Guidry. That's going to be a double play ball on the ground, so Guidry might wiggle out of this. 1-3-4. Guidry battling Pedroia. We keep him in the game. 1-3-4. Catcher Gold. Berra is neutral. Oh, crap. Oh, no, he's not a champion. Outfield drama, though. Because the decider die says no, so he's not a champion. We go to outfield drama. And we will re-roll the red and blue die and the decider die. I like to do that. Snake Eyes. Right fielder Gold. Ruth is neutral. Ruth drops the ball for a 2-base error. Oh no, the Bambino drops the ball for a 2-base error. Evans scores. It's 3-2 Red Sox. Speaker goes to third. Pedroia, E9, 2-base error. And it's 3-2 Boston. That's it for Guidry. He deserved better than that. An error by the Bambino. So Guidry is gone. Should have been 2 outs. Guidry pitched 6 1/3. Gave up 3 runs, though only 2 were earned. And we're going to bring in Sparky Lyle to face Ted Williams. So Sparky Lyle to face Ted Williams. That's an ouch. I think it wouldn't have mattered because, I mean, you roll the dice, you roll the dice. Same. What was it? I forgot. It doesn't matter. Sparky Lyle. Horrible trade by the Red Sox. I know I always say it. We got Danny Cater. So Sparky Lyle comes in the 7th. 1 out. He'll face Ted Williams. Tough break for the Yankees. 2nd and 3rd. I think you got to play the infield in here now. So the infield's in. Okay, that's that chart there. Here's the pitch to Ted Williams. 2-4-5 with a decider die. That was a very painful error by the Bambino and right. 2-4-5. Infield in. 2-4-5. Is Williams a hero? Yes, he is. It doesn't matter. That's a single to left. So Williams singles to left. He's going to pick up an RBI when Speaker scores. 4-2. Runner advances 1 base on singles, 2 on doubles. Active runner scores from first on doubles, from second on a hit. Trish Speaker, no, he scores. Pedroia is not an active runner, so he will hold at third. Another single for Teddy Ballgame. This one comes off the arm of Sparky Lyle. He has his second ribby. 4-2 Red Sox. That error really has discombobulated the Yankees. Here's Jimmy Fox. Lyle will stay in the game. The pitch to Double X, Jimmy Fox. So first and third. On the ground, it's a double play because that's a 1. If it's on the ground, 1, 3, 4, decide or die. 1, 3, 4. Catcher Gold, no. Champion, yes. That's a single to left. Semi-champion, decide or die says champion. So double X, Jimmy Fox singles to left. Pedroia trots home. 5-2 Red Sox. And there's no way in hell that Williams would go first to third on that. Runner advances 1 base on hits, 2 bases on doubles. So it's first and second. 5-2 Red Sox. So Jimmy Fox gets a hit. Jim Ed Rice. Willie oh, Nelly, that can't be good for Mr. Lyle. 666. What's that? Lyle an ace. Yes, he is. That's a deep fly out to right. So that's 2 down. Rice just missed that one. See that? Lyle's an ace. And then we got 666, fly out to right. Here's Nomar. Runners will be off on contact. The pitch to Garcia Parra. 2-6-6 to Nomar. 5-2 Red Sox trying to add to that lead. 2-6-6. Runner on first thrown out. Runner on first thrown out. Is it a pickoff? Lead batter is 2-6. So runner on first thrown out. Leadoff batter single to center. Otherwise, fly out to right field. Well, it's an out either way. I don't get the runner on first thrown out. I guess it's a ground ball. So we're going to say ground ball to Jeter, 6-3. Either way, it's an out because runner on first thrown out. He's not the leadoff batter, so it wouldn't be a single, fly out to right. So we're going to say ground out to Jeter, but the Red Sox get 3. And the error by Ruth was a killer. 5-2 Boston. So actually, wait a second. I got to change that. Guidry gave up all 5 runs, though not all of them were earned. So Lyle lets 2 inherited runners score. They're not all earned, though. Oh, pickoff maybe. Yeah, could be. It doesn't say pickoff, though. Runner at first thrown out. Runner at first thrown out. Runner at... Oh, yeah, it is a pickoff. Yeah. Runner at first thrown out or force... Yeah, probably a pickoff. Yeah, probably, you're right. I'll just keep it 6-3. I'll remember. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Brian. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-2 Red Sox. Well, we're going to keep Pedro in. I can't change pitchers. I didn't change Ron Guidry, so we're going to let Pedro try to get through the 7th. Then we'll change him. Lowell, Fisk, Evans coming up. Guidry's done. Let's just slide good old Ron over here. He deserved better, the Gator, Louisiana Lightning, as I just caught the book with my legs. So it's Martinez to face Ruth, Gehrig, and Mantle. Let's see if Ruth, who made that huge error, and he's a designated cold batter, what will Ruth do here? Ruth is 0 for 2. Popped out, struck out. The pitch to the Sultan of Swat. 1-4-6 to Babe Ruth. That's a strikeout. Martinez has double flash. So Ruth's day of horror continues. Martinez now has 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 hits, but they were homers. The first one to A-Rod, then the other one to Jeter. 5th and 6th innings consecutively. Here's the pitch of the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, who was robbed of a double, kept the perfect game in order. 2 batters later, Rodriguez would homer to break up everything. 3-5-6 to Lou Gehrig from Pedro Martinez. 3-5-6. They're not the same, so it's not a strikeout. It's going to be a single past the dive of Fox into right field. Because Gehrig's not a sad sack or utility. He's none of those things. Third hit. First hit that's not a homer that Pedro's given up. So Gehrig at first, 1 out for Mickey Mantle. Mantle's 0 for 2. 4-5-6. Decide or die. Patient. Mantle is patient. The decider die says yes, that's a walk. Pedro in a bit of a pickle here. Gehrig to second. Mantle to first. 1 out. Alex Rodriguez at the plate. He could tie it with 1 swing. Here comes the manager. Pedro says, I can do it. There goes the manager. Martinez to Alex Rodriguez. 1-1-3. On the ground, it's a double play. 1-1-3. It's a double play. Ground out to first. Pedro, ace or dynamic? He is an ace. So a 1 runner on first and second, double play. It's going to go 3-6-3. What a double play turned on the hard hit ball by Rodriguez by Jimmy Fox. 3-6-3. Yankees threaten but do not score. Pedro will pitch the 8th to start. 5-3 Boston. We go to the top of the 8th. Red Sox are sending up Garcia, Parra, Lowell, Fisk, and Evans. Sparky Lyle's done. We're going to go with Goose Gossage. So Gossage will come in. I'm not going to pinch hit for any of the Red Sox. We're up 5-3. And the way I play these great teams, the next game, whether I play online or offline, I put in 9 different guys because they give you 18 fielders, 18 position players. So I just put in the other 9 guys. So here's Gossage. Pitch 2/3. Gossage comes in the 8th. All right, so Gossage to Mike Lowell. Gossage with an angry look on his face. 1-2-4, no decider die. 1-2-4, control. No, he does not have control. Eager, no. That's a base on balls for Mike Lowell. He is not an active runner. He will not steal. So Gossage does not start off things well here. Lowell walks. First time he's reached base. Red Sox looking to add to this lead. Fisk's homered today. The pitch to Pudge from Gossage. No double play with that roll. 2-2-3, no decider die. 2-2-3. Wild. Gossage is not wild. Slugger or utility. Fisk is neither. That's going to be a single to left on the 2-2-3. Holding at second. Runners advance one base on singles. Holding at second is Lowell. Gossage not spelling relief. Fisk having a pretty good day. Dwight Evans steps to the plate. I'm not going to bunt. He's swinging the stick. 1-2-3. On the ground, it's a double play. 1-2-3. Flash and fresh. He has flash. He's fresh. That's a strikeout. He overpowers Evans. 1 out, 2 on. We go to the top of the order. Trish Speaker singled his last at-bat. Here's the pitch to Speaker. 1-2-5. Again, on the ground, it's a double play. 1-2-5. Struggler. No. Is Speaker patient? No. That's going to... Is he a whiffer? No. So it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. Inning over. Nice start to that double play by A-Rod. So it goes Rodriguez, Cano, Gehrig. 5-4-3. Guidry, after giving up the walk and the single, wiggles out of it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. All-time Red Sox 5. All-time Yankees 2. And the big play was the error by Babe Ruth in right field that led to 3 runs in the well, 2 out of those 3 runs in the 7th. Martinez will pitch the 8th, semi-fresh. Bernard Strom, Sports Replays, how you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. He had a wonderful Red Sox game today. I assume they won. I'm not going to spoil it. I kind of spoiled it, but I'm not going to. I watched most of it, and they were hitting the ball well. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his 1950 replay using PC Replay Baseball. All right, Martinez is going to face Cano, Keller, and Berra. Martinez has only given up 3 hits. 2 of them were homers, though. 1 by Rodriguez, 1 by Jeter, the single by Gehrig. We're keeping Pedro in. The pitch to Robinson Cano. Don't you know? 1-4-5 to Cano from Pedro Martinez. 1-4-5. That's going to be a ground out to third, as Martinez is not a struggler. There's nothing under the batter on 1-4-5. So you go to ground out first or third. I'm going to say third. Lowell tosses to Fox. Why do I always want to go up here? It's 5-3. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Charlie Keller. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Keller. 1-2-6. 1-2-6. Is Martinez fresh? He's semi-fresh. The deciders die says he's fresh. Scorching line shot. A step and a dive by Pedro at second. He makes the catch. What a great catch. A great play by Pedro Martinez. Dustin Pedroia, excuse me. So that's a great line out for 2 away. Keller shaking his head. He thought he had a hit. 5-2 Red Sox, 2 outs. Here's Berra. Berra 0 for 2, designated hot hitter. 2-3-4 to Yogi Berra. Can he keep the inning alive? 2-3-4. Runners on base, no. Hot batter. Hot batter. That ball goes, he hits our shot to the fence. Hot batter. Will Pedro give up his 3rd home run of this game? Now I have to find the fence chart. It's somewhere. Here it is. And again, we roll 1 die and the decider die. I like to re-roll it. Not that, actually it doesn't matter because he doesn't have anything there. It's a 6. It's gone. All right. Slugger. Bye-bye. It's gone. A 3rd home run given up by Pedro Martinez. That ball was high and away, and Berra jumped on it, sends it out to left. You can kiss it goodbye. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball, and Yogi Berra touches them all. The Yankees pulled it within 2. Martinez has given up 4 hits, 3 of them homers. Rodriguez, Jeter, and now Berra. The 4th hit was Gehrig, a single. Here comes Derek Jeter. Martinez looks to get out of this inning. The pitch to Jeter. He homered in his last at-bat after striking out twice to Martinez in his prior 2 at-bats. 2-2-6 to Derek Jeter. Red Sox have their bullpen up. Al, Red Sox fan, flipping through the book. 2-2-6. What a great game. The error really proved costly for the Yankees. 2-2-6. Batter hit by pitch. The decider die says no. Cleanup batter, no. If it was, it would have been a home run. Instead, it's a possible fly out. Jeter's not a whiffer, so he flies out to Jim Rice in deep left. Yankees get 1. We go to the top of the 9th. 5-3 Boston. And that's going to be it for Martinez. We're going to go to the bullpen for the bottom of the 9th. Goose Gossage is done. It's Mo time. Martinez is done. Mariano Rivera is in. It's Mo. It's an all-time great team. Can't go wrong with any of these guys. Mariano Rivera. In the 9th, that error by Ruth, ouch, that's all I'll say. So Gossage pitched an inning. No runs. I don't go nuts with keeping stats. I like to play the game. Remember, our first game we played with these same exact teams, lineups, pitchers, everything. And we played it offline just to refresh my memory on some of the rules. It was 2-1 in 10. The Yankees, Ruth actually was a hero in that game. He doubled in DiMaggio from first. DiMaggio, he was a neutral runner due to the decider die, so I rolled the dice. 1 through 3, he would be safe. I rolled a 2. You see, I wrote that little note. So they won. And they were just a rematch of the same exact lineup. All right, here we go. Rivera's got to keep it a 2-run deficit. It's going to be Pedroia, Williams, and Fox. Rivera to Petey. 1-2-5, no decider die to Pedroia. 1-2-5, that's going to be, is he a whiffer? No, he'll ground out to A-Rod. So it goes Strugler, no. And then we go to the batter. Is he patient? No. Grounds out to third unless he's a whiffer. And he's not a whiffer. So Rodriguez makes the play. Petey's retired 5-3. 1 out. Top of the 9th. 5-3 Red Sox. The pitch to Ted Williams. He's driven in 2. 1-1-6 to Teddy Ball Game. 1-1-6. That's a strikeout. As Rivera's fresh. Williams didn't like the call. He goes down looking. 2 away. That brings up the beast, Jimmy Fox. He's knocked in a run. He's 2 for 4, 2 singles. Rivera picks up the sign from Bear. The pitch to Double X, Jimmy Fox. 1-1-4. 2-hopper to short. Jeter to Gehrig. Side retired. So Rivera does his JOB. Retires the Red Sox 1-2-3 in the top of the 9th. Keeps it a 2-run deficit. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Who will be the new pitcher for the Boston Red Sox? it's going to be Jonathan Papelbon, whose ERA was .92. He had 35 saves, 2006, struck out 75. So it's Papelbon with a 2-run lead. Do we want to make any defenses changes? Do you want to put Yastrzemski at first? He's gold. Yastrzemski will come in to play first. I don't think we have Speaker's gold already. We can move Speaker to right if I want him. I mean, Evans is gold. That's stupid. Petrocelli will come in to play short. He's semi-gold. So that's our defensive changes. I'm just going to put these guys here and quickly write it in. So out comes Fox. It's going to be Yaz in the 9th defensively. And Garcia Parra. Going to be Petrocelli. In the 9th defensively. So we'll just leave them here. And hopefully I'll remember to look at them. Noble Percy says, in all-time great tournament with Status Pro, Jimmy Fox only player I ever rolled a 4-home-run game. Wow. The beast. All right, so it's going to be not an easy task for Papelbon. So Garcia Parra is out. That's fine. I see it there. It's going to be DiMaggio, Ruth, and Garrick. So Ruth gets another chance for redemption. Papelbon looking for a 1-2-3. The pitch to Jolton Joe DiMaggio from Jonathan Papelbon. That's a 1-3-5 to Jolton Joe. 1-3-5. Unusual result. A second unusual result. Okay. So it's a red 1, black 3. That means memorable plays. And we put 2 better defensive players in. Memorable plays. That's the highlight reel thingy. Or the red chart thingy. Okay. So, red 1, black 3. Red 1, black 3. I'm going to re-roll the red and blue die and the decider die. That's the way I do it. 44. No decider die. 44. Highlight reel B. Highlight reel B. Oh boy. Highlight reel. Okay, that's highlight reel A. Rare events. Highlight reel B. Rare events. Again, let's re-roll. 66 with a decider die. Highlight reel C. So we go down here. Let's re-roll. 56. Oh my lord. Bench clearing brawl after batter brushed back by pitch. Punches thrown. Winning player's team gets chemistry boost. Use decider die. So they have a bench clearing brawl as Papelbon brushes back DiMaggio. Bench clearing brawl after batter brushed back by pitch. Punches thrown. Winning player's team gets a chemistry boost. Use decider die. So do they get the chemistry boost? Yes, I guess they do. So the chemistry boost. So now they'd be harmonious, right? That's chemistry. So they're harmonious now. The Red Sox are harmonious. After the brawl, no one gets thrown out. I'm not throwing anybody out. I don't feel like making changes. So we have a brawl in the top of the 9th. That is wild. The referees talk about it. Everyone stays in the game. It's an all-time great team. Brawl. Top of 9th. That is wild. DiMaggio will have to get back in the batter's box to face Papelbon. Paps brushes back. Joe D. Bench is clear. That is wild. I can envision it in my head. Some punches were thrown, a lot of pushing and shoving, and now order has been restored. Warnings have been given to both benches that if a fight breaks out, the managers will not only be ejected, but they'll have to wrestle in a steel cage match. So DiMaggio steps back in the box. DiMaggio looking for some revenge here. 3-5-5. 3-5-5. Champion. Is DiMaggio champion? Yes, he is. He doubles to left. He doesn't have that little sign thingy. If he did, it would be something different. So DiMaggio gets his revenge. He doubles. And I got to write Papelbon in here. DiMaggio doubles after the wild events. Papelbon, his head doesn't seem on straight right now. And that's the 9th. So the Yankees have the tying run on. Pedro went 8 innings, 3 runs, and we'll go through strikeouts later. So DiMaggio doubles after some crazy events. As Captain Carl H says, there's been more than one of those throughout the history between these two teams, and now the all-time greats are at it. Babe Ruth can tie it up. Gehrig on deck. Papelbon to Ruth. DiMaggio at second. That's a 1-4-4 for Ruth. 1-4-4. Flash. Papelbon has flash. Is Ruth patient? The glasses mean patient, I think. No. What did the glass... Oh, no, that's the umpire. That's the umpire. Oh, Nelly. It might not be a strikeout. Glasses mean the umpire. So that's a 1-4-4. Questionable umpire or lenient umpire calls ball 4. Other umpires call strike 3. Well, again, Art Franz, he's going to get this call again. He is respected, and that's a strikeout. Ruth doesn't like the call. His day of misery continues. That's his 3rd strikeout. 2 of them against Pedro. He's 0 for 4. And he made that horrific error that led to 3 runs in the top of the 7th in right field. So 1 out. DiMaggio still at second. Here's Lou Gehrig. Gehrig represents a tying run at the plate as it's 5-3. Gehrig, 1 for 3, was robbed of a double on a great catch that kept the perfect game in order. Back in the 5th. That was a great catch by Evans. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 4-4-6 to Gehrig from Papelbon. 4-4-6. Is Papelbon a star? Yes, he is. It's a ground out to second. DiMaggio advances to third. It comes down to Mickey Mantle. Mantle, 0 for 2 with a walk. You're not going to pinch hit Mantle. He's got a, he's a hero. He's a champion. He's a home run king. Well, again, he's also a semi-whiffer, semi-patient. But you have the slugger and home run king without the decide or die and the hero. You got to not pinch hitting for Mantle. That's for sure. Mantle will try to tie it. Papelbon has a word with Fisk, who has come out to calm down Papelbon. Again, there's a wild brawl in which Papelbon brushed back Joe D. Joe D, after everything was squared away and order restored, doubled. He now stands at third, but there are 2 outs. Mantle, batting lefty, switch hitter. Papelbon glares in. The pitch to the Mick. 1-3-4, no decide or die, but he doesn't need it for a home run, slugger, or hero. Also means he's not a whiffer, and he's not patient, and not champion. So 1-3-4, will the game continue, or will Papelbon get A wild and woolly save. 1, 3, 4. Catcher gold. Is the catcher gold? Fisk is semi-gold. The decider die says no. Is Mantle a champion? The decider die says no. That ball's hit to the outfield. We've got outfield drama, folks. Oh, Nelly. This game might not be over. Again, I like to roll the red and blue and re-roll the decider die. That's just the way I do it. It's a 56. Left fielder iron. No, he is not. The left fielder is Rice. And he is semi-gold. The decider die says he's gold. Rice racing towards left center field. On the looper. Makes the diving catch. The ball game is over. Jim Rice saved the day. The Red Sox win in the rematch against the exact same lineups for both team and pitching, 5-3. Martinez only gave up 4 hits. He only gave up 4 hits in 8 innings. 3 of them were homers, and then you had the single by Garrick. He had a perfect game going 4 2/3 innings, but then Rodriguez homered, and that broke up everything. So there you have it. The win goes to Pedro Martinez. The save goes to Papelbon. The loss goes to Guidry. He gave up 5 runs, but really, I believe, only 2 of them were earned. I'd have to go back and look at the whole thing, but tough luck loser for Guidry. It was the error, the 2-base error off the bat of Dustin Pedroia, right there, and that was in the 7th. E9. Ruth butchered that ball, and the Red Sox win 5-3. That was a wild game. I hope everyone enjoyed it. We're testing out our new camera as I kicked the table. We talked to the chat. We put in our defensive replacements. They didn't come into play. But the umpire came into play twice. The home plate umpire, he was respected, and those were strikeouts as opposed to walks. Wild game. It was a lot of fun. I do like History Maker Baseball. So, some quirky rules that I try to remember. And again, I really watched a lot of videos on this game, and I've taken notes. Do I play the game perfect? No. Do I have fun? I absolutely do. So I'd like to thank everyone who joined us. I'm going to go hit the hay for a little bit. Got to get up early to go to work. So I'll take a nap. But I want to test out the camera. I hope the camera, this is my 4th camera, counting my phone. The phone has actually been the best, but that's when I record and upload, and I don't like doing that. It takes way too long to upload. So hopefully this is good. If not, we'll try the phone next time. So thank you to D. Scott Howard, Captain Carl 8, Noble Percy, Bernard Strom Sports Replay, Brian Hoxie, and thank you everyone who helped me with my questions I have, as they always do. Legend Sports Universe. Maybe we're going to have a little golf on this weekend using History Maker Golf. I got a nice, interesting way to play a different type of tournament. Joseph Hinkle, thank you very much. Mark Jones. I think I said D. Scott Howard already. MV, our good friend Mouse in the House. Patrick from across the pond. Those are all one person. And Uncle Dave Gardner, thank you. Pops Review, thank you very much. Pops Review and myself will be having on my channel ST Patrick on from Squared Circle. He is the creator of that game and also Sports Sim Magazine, the online magazine. So he'll be on May 26th. I think that's next Friday. I believe we're going to do that 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll solidify that, lock that up hopefully, and we look to have our good friend Bernard on from Bernard Strom Sports Replays in the very, very near future. Might even happen sooner than you think. So thank you very much. Health and happiness. If you enjoyed the game, smack that like button. Please check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you wish to do so, please do so and hit the bell for notification when we go live or we upload. Greatly appreciate everyone's time. God bless. Stay safe. Treat people the way you want to be treated. See you very soon. Enjoy and peace. The Red Sox, all-time Red Sox, win in a wild one. We even had a brawl in the ninth inning. 5-3 over the all-time Yankees. Getting revenge for their 2-1 loss in the game we played offline with the same exact teams. Same exact lineups and pitchers.